the final meters of Alexei Navalny's journey from Siberia to Berlin, one that the Kremlin critics spent unconscious. Navalny was flown out on this plane chartered by a Berlin NGO. His supporters had feared for his life after a suspected poison attack on the opposition leader. Navalny's wife Yulia requested treatment in Germany, but the medical evacuation was only given the green light after a tug-of-war between Russian and German doctors over whether he was fit to fly. Navalny's spokeswoman Kira Yarmish thanked supporters and said the transfer abroad was a first step in what would be a long struggle to restore Navalny's health. Berlin's Charité hospital is no stranger to treating Kremlin critics who appear to have been poisoned. 2 years ago, activist Pyotr Veselov was taken here after showing poisoning symptoms. He helped secure the same treatment for Navalny. Navalny has been one of President Vladimir Putin's fiercest critics. The 44-year-old former lawyer was barred from challenging Putin in the 2018 presidential election. Since then, he has campaigned on behalf of opposition candidates in regional polls. Supporters hope that German doctors will be able to get to the bottom of what caused Navalny's sudden debilitating illness in a safe environment, free of any political interference.
And DW reporter Julia Saudelli is outside the Charité hospital while Navalny is being treated. Julia, greetings. As we just heard, the Charité hospital began treating the comatose Navalny. Can you give us any more details at this point?
What the hospital is saying is that they have begun tests on Navalny. They are looking at treatment options and that it will take time for them to determine what exactly happened to him and how to proceed. Therefore, they ask for patience in receiving more details regarding his health condition. What we heard from the director of Cinema for Peace, the foundation that brought Navalny to Berlin, is that his condition is stable, but it is definitely worrying. He is not out of the woods.
You know, it's worth noting that it wasn't the German government that brought Navalny here, but rather that NGO that you just referenced. Can you tell us a little bit more about who they are?
Cinema for Peace is a foundation based in Berlin. It is financed by philanthropists who support humanitarian projects, especially filmmakers working on social issues. They have organized this trip, and they said it has been financed through private donor money. They said they did not want to reveal who these donors were, and the chief of the foundation said earlier that he also did not want to reveal how much the trip came to cost. He said it was, however, very expensive also because organized at the last minute.
You know, Julia, some might remember that the Charité has a history of treating foreign leaders and famous dissidents, and we just mentioned that in the piece, of course. Is that why Alexei Navalny was taken there?
Certainly, the fame of the Charité, it's being renowned as a worldwide top-class hospital, was a reason for Navalny to be brought here. His family wanted the best care possible for him, but also the fact that this similar case from Pyotr Veselov, who was brought here, the Pussy Riot activist who was brought here 2 years ago, also for a suspected poisoning, gave the hospital a head start on knowing how to deal with these cases, and also to give the family the certainty they need that there will be an independent investigation into the causes of his illness.
Julia Saudelli in Berlin for us. Much appreciated, Julia.